Are you struggling to buy or sell a business? Then you are in the right place. I am Rich, the transactions specialist with CEO Advisory Group. I have sold businesses with revenues from 1 million to 50 million in oil and gas, environmental services, equipment rental, manufacturing, construction, and dealerships. Each deal presented different lessons from which CEO created 48 videos for every step of the transaction. Stay with us to the end to subscribe to the complete series of videos. Now let's begin.
Business owners just starting to sell tend to be busy managing their business so that they have little time or knowledge to market their business. First-time business buyers often find themselves navigating the acquisition process with little understanding of all the intricacies. When buying or selling a business, you will need an understanding of financial analysis, valuation expertise, negotiation skills, legal understanding, deal structuring, due diligence, and lastly, risk management. Here is more detail on the expertise necessary to complete the transaction. First of all, financial analysis. You should be able to analyze financial statements, assess cash flow, profitability, and understand the financial health of the business. Valuation expertise. You will need to discuss valuation methods such as discounted cash flow, market comparables, and asset-based valuations to determine the fair market value. Negotiation skills. You must be able to negotiate the terms, price, and deal structure. You will need a legal understanding of contracts, agreements, and regulatory compliance in the sale so you do not make a major mistake. Also, you will need to understand deal structuring, so you can structure the deal in a manner that maximizes value and meets the needs and objectives of both parties, considering tax implications and financing options. Due diligence. After the sale terms are agreed to, a comprehensive due diligence will be conducted to assess risks, liabilities, and opportunities, including legal, financial, operational, and strategic aspects. Up to 50% of deals fail at this stage. And lastly, risk management. You need to be able to assess and mitigate risks associated with your transaction, which include financial, legal, operational, and reputational risks. CEO Advisory Group, based on years of representing business sellers and buyers in successful and failed transactions, is the basis for over 120 articles in point form on all the steps to buy or sell a small business, plus access to online support services for business valuators, lawyers, bankers, and business brokers. Banks are usually not the best source to fund business acquisitions, so we have included online access to 75+ lenders that are more likely to fund a business acquisition. And shortly we will also be releasing access to services to draft your own custom agreements for the business purchase or sale, with a list of legal services to consult with. If there are more services that you would find helpful, plus let us know in the comments later in this video. CEO offers detailed information in point form on all steps in buying or selling a business in their blog. CEO Advisory will be rolling out a series of more than 160 articles on all steps in the purchase or sale, which will include valuations, marketing, negotiating, drafting legal agreements, and conducting the due diligence and closing. Each article contains links directing viewers to landing pages with links to resources needed at every stage of the transaction process.
In addition to the informative articles, CEO offers online access to a network of independent professionals and services that specialize in various steps of the transaction process. By directing viewers to our landing pages, which include links to professional services at www.helpsellingyourbusiness.com/services for business buyers and sellers. Whether it's business evaluators to assess the worth of a company, brokers to facilitate negotiations, lawyers to ensure legal compliance, accountants to manage finances, marketing specialists to enhance visibility, funding alternatives to complete the transaction, or due diligence specialists to mitigate risks. Traditional banks too often reject financing for acquiring a business. Now, buyers and sellers have access to more than 75 alternative funding sources that are more likely to take risks on promising ventures. These funding alternatives offer a full range of small business loans, with business lines of credit, equipment financing, SBA loans, revenue-based loans, and subordinated debt. Simply click on the link and enter the amount you are seeking.
CEO's team has published informative articles and with links to professional services based on actual experiences from successful and transactions that failed to close. Rich is our transactions specialist offering advice on preparing a business for sale and navigating the transaction process. Carla, is our senior advisor specializing in all aspects related to the sale process. Mark is the creative director behind our marketing information on how to conduct campaigns to connect buyers and sellers. Topics for videos and articles were selected on what would best assist the buyer or sellers at each step. Content for each video and article is presented in an easy-to-understand point form and is a blend of our experience while minor portions are vetted with AI. Images of CEO personnel have been replaced by avatars to protect their privacy. If you would like to receive more videos in our series, please subscribe at the end of this video.
Access to professional services for buying or selling a business is free and there is no obligation to make a purchase. CEO has used many of the services but recommends that you conduct your own review. Please subscribe to continue to receive videos with more steps of the transaction to buy or sell a business. Remember, knowledge is power.